I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
39-yard line.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
39-yard line.
Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up second and goal at the 14-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
From 19 yards away. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, it's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Sly set to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 16-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. from the gun. Here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
7.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Check 3. Four down.
The give to Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Max 22, Max 22. I got one. 19. Begin.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's good.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Get ready. Max 22, Max 22. Who that? Max 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson flushed to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On third down, Wilson, and he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
given 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Go. 17's Mike 17. That QB's trash.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. from 13 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Motion, go. No time now.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Houston.
On the carry, it's Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The running back on the option.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now Watson.
3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
First and 10.
And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
35-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. You ain't going nowhere.
Wilson He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
29-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
But they're going option play on 3rd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
He was taken down by
Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson, rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Colts 31. Texans.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Watson. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down.
The ball carrier, Julian Blackman on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Watson now to throw.
2nd and 7.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. Watson flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
31.
Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, it couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here it comes. Mike 22. Go down. Come on, QB, come on. Gun. 22's coming. 22.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Watch a slant. Like 22. Hey, 0. Let's set a tone, fellas. set a tone. One left, one left. Max 22, Max 22. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. I'm going to come back. Good job right there. All those flush off. All those flush.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Big stop, G. One left.
Wilson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On first down, Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Indianapolis, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.